Lolo, Lolo, time to read with Lolo, 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 time to read. Everybody, Lolo, Lolo, time to read with Lolo, 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 time to read. Hi Luke, hi Joey, hi boys and girls. I'm so glad to be back. I missed you. How was your week? I hope you had a good week, and I'm so excited to be able to read to you today. Before I do that, I want to look into my magic heart-shaped mirror. Oh, heart-shaped mirror, pretty and blue, show me the kids that I read to. I see Luke and Joey, Emmy and Caden, Petey and Stella, Vivi and Sophia, Luca and Ava, hi, Olivia and Leo, Maddie and Stefan, Trace and Jupiter, Trace and Juniper, Austin, Leanne, Anthony, and Nikki, and I also see Jasper, hi, and all you other children out there that I will get to your names next video. Today we're going to read a really special book that's Caden's favorite book. Hi Caden. And it's entitled Norman, the Slug with the Silly Shell. It's by Sue Hendra and Paul Lynette. Let's begin. What a beautiful book. Look at the pretty color, purple. That's my favorite color, can you tell? Norman the Slug thought snails were great. Wow, said Norman, look at them. They're amazing. See Norman in the bushes, and he's looking at the snails, and what do you see them doing? They're making a shape like a pyramid. Look at the pretty colors. Norman likes them. But unfortunately, the snails didn't think Norman was great. Whee! Norman tried to jump on their pyramid. What's different about Norman? Can you see, friends? He doesn't have a shell. He's just a slug. Norman, you silly slug, they cried. You've spoiled our fun. This only works if you've got a shell. Norman felt left out. Sadly, he skulked off into the moonlight. Oh, look at him. He's very sad because he doesn't have a shell. Let's see what happens. If only I had a shell of my own, he sighed, looking at his reflection. And that's when he had an idea. Maybe I can have a shell after all, he thought. Do you see what Norman sees, friends? He's looking into the water, and on the other side, the reflection looks like a moon is on his back. So it looks like a shell. That's how we got the good idea. But finding a shell was not as easy as it seemed. One was too bouncy. Do you see he put a ball on his back to make it look like a shell? One was too noisy. Tick, tick, tick. See the clock? He put a clock on his back. And one was already taken. Look there's an apple with a worm in it. Silly Norman. Norman needed time to think. So he went back to think because none of these others shells that he had, that they thought were shells, were working. Ta-da! A shell! It was perfect! Norman had never been happier. He can join the snails at last. What do you see about that shell, friends? It's a donut. I love donuts. It looks like it's pink with sprinkles. Do you think that's going to stay as a shell? I don't know. Let's read. Norman loved being a snail. And the snails loved Norman's silly shell. Look, he got to actually be part of their pyramid. But the fun didn't last for long. Suddenly, there was a loud flapping of wings. Look out, cried the snails in panic. Quick, quick, slither for your lives or we'll end up as supper. See the big birds coming down. What do you think he's going to do? Let's see. But the bird was more interested in Norman's silly shell. It looked delicious. Norman was being carried up and away, higher and higher up in the sky. What could he do? Why do you think that the bird took Norman and his shell? Because he saw that the shell is not a shell. It was a delicious pink donut. And the bird wanted to eat it. Poor Norman, what's going to happen? Norman did the only thing a slug could do. He made slime, lots and lots of it. With a slither and a slather and a slip and a slide, Norman was free. Do you see all that slime? Snails can create slime, and I guess he created the slime so he can get free and save his life. But he was falling faster and faster and faster until, look at him falling out of the sky. And the donut was falling too, so I guess the bird didn't get the donut either. Plonk! Norman, are you okay? Asked the snails. Wow, said Norman, that was great. I love flying. If only I had wings. Look, Norman landed on a clothesline. And what do you think he does? Ta-da! Silly Norman. He created, well, he wanted to be a bird, so he took a pair of underwear and attached it to see if he could fly like a bird. What a silly Norman. The end. Wasn't that wonderful, friends? What a great book. And Norman is a silly slug with a silly shell. That's for sure. Well, that was great. It was so wonderful to read to you, and it's so great to see you again. Now's the time to say goodbye. See you again real soon. Now's the time to say goodbye. See you again real soon. Now's the time to say goodbye. See you again real soon. Now's the time to say goodbye. See you again real soon. Bye, friends. See you again.